Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. I've got another great vegan recipe for you today. I think you're really gonna like it. It is vegan raw brownies. So, a few simple ingredients. I've got 1 cup each of raw almonds and raw pecans with about 1/3 of a cup of raw pecans on the side. That's so that it doesn't get chopped up finely like the other nuts, just so you see bigger pieces in the brownie. If you don't like pecans or they're too expensive, you could use walnuts. That'll work just as well, maybe even better. I just really like pecans because they have a really nice sweet taste. Some raw cacao, 3/4 of a cup of raw cacao. You can use, if you don't have the raw, you can use just the cocoa powder. You know, like the Hershey's that comes in the dark brown box. I prefer the raw because it's got all of the nutrients in there. They cook out all of the nutrients in the cocoa powder. So it's better to use the raw. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it. And also I have about 24 medjool dates, and there's the pits. There's no pits in there because I took them all out. And the final ingredient is some pink Himalayan sea salt, because whenever you make something sweet, it's nice to put a little salt in there because it really helps bring out the flavor. The first thing I'm going to do is grind up my nuts in the food processor. Like that. I'm going to add the salt and the cacao powder and probably about 1/3 of the dates. I don't want to overwhelm the food processor because sometimes the dates can be a little bit tough to chop up and they get stuck on the blade, and I just don't want to burn out the motor. I've just finished adding 2/3 of the dates and grinding it up. Now I'm going to put the last bit of dates in, and you see it's really starting to come together. It's not powdery on the sides of the blender anymore. It's getting incorporated. It's going to be quite thick. It's all done being ground up. I have a small, I would guess this is probably about a 9 by 12 baking sheet, and I put some parchment paper. I put it on top of the parchment paper because the next thing that you're going to be doing is rolling this out, because basically what it's going to make is a Lara bar, and a delicious one at that. I have the extra 1/3 cup nuts that I chopped roughly in the food processor. Now I'm going to roll it out. I just use my hand roller here to roll it out with another piece of parchment paper on the top. This is what it's going to look like when it's all done. You can use a knife to just score it. I like to leave it in the pan like this until we're ready to eat because I don't know how much I'm gonna actually want. I don't want to feel locked into a portion because it's so good. I don't want to feel guilty afterwards, but this is how it's gonna turn out. Alright, here's the finished product, all waiting to be tested by our very capable Mad Rose D.
Why are you talking like that?
I don't know.
Alright, here we go.
Slop.
It's been a long day.
Yes, it has.
It's good.
Excellent. Well, I hope you enjoy.
Thank you. I think I will.
And I hope you guys give it a shot. Check back for more recipes and what I ate today. Until next time, much love.